Hey, this is John Young here with the Weekend Handyman. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing video of the Cascade 3000. This is one of the upper-end bidets, very highly recommended across the internet. We've done some videos with bidet. We've looked at some BioBidet different units, and now today we're going to be looking at the seat from the Cascade 3000 in this unboxing. There will be an installation video of this one, but I wanted to give you a little idea of what this is and why it's now in our shop to do the video. This one's actually going to be mounted in our children's bathroom. We mounted a bidet in the main bathroom of the house, and that all of a sudden became the kids used it, liked it, parents used it, liked it. It became a big thing as far as that the whole house is now using that bidet, so there needs to be additional ones in the house. We went with this particular one, the 3000, because there's 3 units. The one that we have upstairs, and I'll put links in the description below, but this is one we have upstairs. That one is a nice little unit, and it does a nice job. This one came from Home Depot. I'll put the link in there, but it was the 1000 series bidet that you're seeing right here. Now, what was kind of cool about this one is the price. It was under $300. Because I didn't want to spend a lot of money jumping into the whole bidet world, so this seemed like a great option. It was on a one-day special from Home Depot. This unit has a 3-year warranty, which was attractive, and it has a self-cleaning, and it has the deodorizing, and it has the heated seats and all the different things. The only thing it doesn't have, there's 2 things now it doesn't have. The next 2 that we're going to talk about here have the ability to have someone sit on the seat. That's a big problem with bidets. Most of them are not there to sit on the lid, I should say, that you're not meant to sit on the lid. Now, that particular one that I just showed you, the 1000 series, does not allow, there's very little weight. If you're a small child, you sit on it, it kind of buckles the corners down a little bit, and it could break if you're a larger person like myself. So it's in a spot where that wasn't a big deal. We wanted to have something in a different bathroom that could be sat on if needed. So that means we looked at the Cascade 3000 and this unit. This is another BioBidet unit. This one is their DIB special edition unit, available at Home Depot and a lot of different places online. Now, the reason this one looked attractive is that it gave us a lot of the same functionality that the 1000 series gave us, but it allows for about a 250-pound person to sit on the lid. Not the seat, the lid itself. So if the lid is down, and say one of the children are going to sit down a seat or they sit on a lid and brush their teeth, they can do that and it's not going to break. Now you have someone my size who's pushing that 250-pound range. I go and I sit on that seat and I'm going to probably crack it. So that was it was a concern. I didn't want to have someone coming over, a guest using the children's bathroom, because all the kids are much smaller than that. But I didn't want to have somebody come in and sit and break it, and that would be not cool. That led me to the Cascade 3000, which we're going to be looking at in this one. Just to give you an idea, first one, basically no weight, the 1000 series. The DIB can handle about 220 pounds, roughly, I think is what they say, somewhere in that ballpark, for the lid sitting. And the Cascade can handle pushing up to 350 pounds or plus. So this one's meant to be more like a regular toilet lid where it will allow you to sit. Second thing is that there's warranty differences. The 2 from BioBidet have a 3-year warranty. As you go up in the BioBidet, their warranty coverage is a little bit greater. This particular, the Cascade 3000, has a 4-year unlimited warranty. All of the units can be returned within a short window. So most of those are probably within 30 days. It depends on where you're purchasing it from. We'll have links in here where you can actually go and purchase the Cascade unit, the Cascade 3000. And again, it has a time where you can go and try it, and if you hate it, you can box it back up and send it back. So we're going to open this up a little bit and see what all the pieces are in this particular unit. Now, really, when you're going to be putting a bidet in, and it doesn't really matter which brand it is, what you're going to be doing is removing the old toilet seat, you're taking that off, and then you're going to need to do a little plumbing where you're going to tap into the water line that feeds the tank, and they typically always have the pieces in there that you need. So you're going to put a little T in there that will feed the bidet seat, and then you'll need to have, for some, power. Some are non-powered, and obviously you don't need electric for those, but then you're just using the pressure from your water system. And that, if you're in the northern climates and you've got well water like we do, that means that water splashing you in the tushy is going to be pretty cold. So in our case, we went with the electric versions that have the heat. It's to warm the water up, And then, of course, it has the little pump in there to give you the cleaning pressure you might need. So as we open this up, we look in here, and this is the mounting plate. This is very similar on the BioBidet or on the Cascade 3000. You have the two little bolts that will go through the porcelain part of the stool and back, and then you have a mounting plate that has some adjustments for forward and backwards, depending upon where you need to put that in there. Next in the box, we've got the remote, and depending upon which unit you have, some have smaller remotes, some have bigger, some have it on the side, but it depends on what you're doing. The ones that we have up there has a remote like this. Haven't had any problem with having a separate remote. They can be hung on the wall if you want to. We just have got it sitting on the little shelf next to the toilet. But there's a variety of different options, and we'll cover what these all do in a future video. I mentioned there's going to be some plumbing, that you will need to have a little tube, and somewhere in here there must be a little T that you would add, and I don't see it right off the top. Maybe this is it. Right there it is. This would be the little T that would go between the line feeding the tank. You basically unscrew it from the tank, screw this into the tank, and screw this into the tank, and this water line back there, and then you would run this water line from that to the bidet. So you'd supply the water. So those are all included, and that's commonly included with all bidets. Of course, you're going to need electricity, and this is an area in which you need to have an outlet that is a GFI protected outlet, whether it's down the line and there's a GFI and then it bounces to this, or a GFI with this. Make sure you have an electrician do this, because this isn't something you just want to run an extension cord across the room to an outlet that may not have a GFI on. Extension cords, not a great idea to begin with. Make sure you do this and do this right. The cord on these are typically about 4 feet, and it looks like this is kind of common where the water comes in on the right. As you're sitting on the bidet, the water comes in on your right, the electric is on your left. So think about that if you're designing your area, or you need to hire someone, that they get the outlet on the proper side. And of course, it comes with the instructions. The instructions will help you with the installation process, as will the video that we're going to be doing as we install this. And then it talks about the different functions and how to do it and how to clean it. This is really kind of an important thing to have. I would actually recommend you, for the first few weeks as your family is learning how to use this, having this literally sitting right next to the toilet, because there's things in these that you'll be like, oh yeah, that's kind of interesting. As you use it and become more comfortable using the bidet, you'll learn more things about how to use it in the best way possible. And finally, we have the bidet itself, the bidet seat itself. The unit, of course, has its power there. It has the water line in on that side. Now, one of the big reasons why I was going with this one is because it is designed to have weight on it. The hinges are a little bit heavier duty than you would have on the other ones. I'm going to take this little piece of tape off just to kind of show you a little bit. And it has a couple of different contact points, so it can spread that weight out between the hinges and the two sides here, so it's spreading the weight out of the person sitting on it. So this one can handle a larger person sitting on this as a seat. But take a look at this. If I'm holding this level, you see that there's a slant to it, so I don't know how comfortable it's going to be to sit on for a period of time. Whereas sometimes when when mom and dad are showering once in a while, the kids come in there and they've got a story to tell you, the little kids do. This is probably not that situation, because they're going to slide right off, so it may not be the most comfortable thing in the world. You take a look at the bottom. This is where that little bracket is going to slide. It's going to slide in and snap in. You've got on the bottom right here, this is where the little spigot will come out. One thing about the Cascade is that it has a stainless steel little spout that comes out here. The BioBidets in the two that we're looking at in this video, those have a stainless steel, but it has a plastic end on it. So it's a little bit different with the two of those. Then to the side here, there's a little kind of drying vent here. All of the units have the drying vents on that. And I think that's really about it for the unit. So we'll put links in the description below so you can check out the different BioBidet units or the Cascade 3000. We're going to be doing an installation video on this one, and there's a video on the BioBidet installation. Really, bidets are very similar in how they go together. It's just the ultimate is on the weight, warranty differences, and of course some of the functionality differences that the remote control has. This is John Young with Weekend Handyman. Thank you for watching.
For more tips and how-to videos, go to weekendhandyman.com.